According to the person who recorded it, this individual went on a racist rant and then decided to growl, and then it went downhill from there. I know it's tough to go downhill from a growl, but it did. Here it is. All right, so currently there are no reports of any known mental health issue. The person seems to be intoxicated, but as I've said before, intoxication does not make you racist. Now let me give you some background. The person that you saw there, the police identified him as Timothy Armstrong, 61 years of age. Everything you saw go down went down in Salt Lake City. The Salt Lake City Police Department provided somewhat of a narrative. Armstrong was cited for public intoxication and disorderly conduct, according to the police. According to a fellow passenger, Dennis Bush, who filmed the whole meltdown, it began with a man yelled at a woman of age and ethnicity, telling her to sit down while she was standing up to deal with a back issue. He then told the flight attendants that the woman and the person she was with didn't belong here. After asking him to calm down, the man went into a complete meltdown of racist, sexist, and belligerent comments, culminating in his arrest at the gate. American Airlines, they did have something to say about this. They say, and I quote, American Airlines flight 1802 with the service from Los Angeles to Salt Lake City was met by law enforcement upon arrival at Salt Lake City due to an unruly passenger. The flight landed safely at SLC, Salt Lake City, where local law enforcement removed the disruptive passenger from the aircraft. We thank our crew for their professionalism and our customers for their understanding. And American Airlines, I need you to say something about how you won't tolerate racism, etc. next time you make a statement like this, okay? If we didn't have the video, we would have thought that somebody just had an argument with someone. Anyway, Adrienne.
Yes, so you're absolutely right. It would have been great to have more of an actual statement there from the airline, because the fact is that anti-Asian bias sentiment, it has been going on and full throttle, essentially around since the pandemic began. And so what we need more people to do is to stand up and to speak up, because clearly as that man there, he's doing a lot of speaking. And the fact that he only got cited, I know he got arrested, but just citation, like, yeah, right, man. Like you are so incredibly fortunate, because if he had a deeper melanin count, I couldn't see how he would not find himself in jail as opposed to just a citation.
Yeah, and also we've seen individuals on airplanes who are black. Mm-hmm. They get into an argument, they get removed, and they go to jail for real. They don't get a citation.
Yep.
They get incarcerated, right? Explain the difference between the citation and them actually having a real misdemeanor or felony charge.
Yeah, that whole citation thing, that's something you can just show up at the court and pay, or you can even mail in to pay. But when it actually comes to getting charged with even a misdemeanor, yeah, that's something that's potentially going to be on your record for a long time. And when you go for employers, when you have to fill out any kind of rental application, you are going to have to answer that you do have it, even if maybe necessarily it didn't go full through and that you were not convicted. But it becomes problematic, and it's something that follows you for the rest of your life.
Yeah, and one thing that I noticed in the statement from American Airlines, they say nothing about the passenger not being allowed to come back and fly with them. And that should be said, especially when something like this happens, because literally this person violated everybody in there, including the Asian individuals he targeted in his rant.